Moisturizing cream. The body of a fifth construction worker killed when the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed in Baltimore has been recovered. Authorities say the body of 49-year-old Miguel Luna was found yesterday in a red truck after salvage teams located the vehicle. Part of the bridge collapsed in March when a cargo ship rammed into it. One man is still missing. An elderly Ukrainian woman shares her harrowing journey, and Harvey Weinstein was back in court. Those are some of the headlines on the morning newsstand. The New York Times reports prosecutors want to retry Harvey Weinstein on sex crimes charges this fall. Weinstein appeared in a New York courtroom yesterday, sitting in a wheelchair. It was his first time in court since his 2020 rape conviction was overturned last week. The Charlotte Observer says the United Methodist Church voted to end anti-LGBTQ policies after decades. Yesterday, delegates voted overwhelmingly to repeal the church's long-standing ban on LGBTQ clergy and the officiating of same-sex weddings. Delegates in the past repeatedly enforced ban and related penalties. Many of the conservatives who previously upheld the ban have left the denomination in recent years. And the BBC says a 98-year-old Ukrainian woman walked 6 miles to safety from a Russian-occupied village. The woman and her family decided to leave the town in eastern Ukraine last week after advancing Russian troops entered it. Wearing slippers and supported by a cane and a piece of wood, she became separated from her family under heavy shelling. She walked alone all day without food and water until she was spotted by Ukrainian soldiers and reunited with her family. Well, still to come, your next Airbnb booking could involve some
This would come and go. I figured it wasn't a big deal. Then I saw my doctor. Found out I have AFib. And that means it's about a 5 times greater risk of stroke. Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if you have AFib, the risk of stroke is always there. If you have one or more symptoms, get checked out. Holding off on seeing a doctor won't change whether or not you have AFib. But if you do, making that appointment can help you get ahead of stroke risk. Contact a doctor and learn more at notimetowait.com.
Doesn't matter. Since you have the Panera, you might not want to wait a second longer. More new sandwiches and salads, more in every bite, and more new options under $10. Come taste the new era at Panera. Sis, I'm turning into mom. Just let her back. Oh, my super soft skin. Champions stretchable cherry alcohol. That's the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Now there's an easier-to-use at-home skin tag remover. Clinically proven to remove skin tags safely in as little as 1 treatment. Missing out on the things you love because of asthma? Get back to better breathing with December, an at-home treatment for asthma. The sickest once every 8 weeks. Condition, allergic reactions may occur. Don't stop your asthma treatments without talking to your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens. Headache and stomach pain may occur. Tell your doctor if you have a potential infection. Step back out there with December. Ask your doctor if it's right for you. Here's a look at today's forecast in some cities around the country. Tests on ground beef bought at retail stores. One person in Texas was diagnosed with bird flu after having contact with dairy cows presumed to be infected. Airbnb launching something new to give people a special experience, and no movement from the Fed from the Fed on interest rates. Here's Chanel Call with today's Money Watch. Stocks closed mixed Wednesday after the central bank held interest rates steady at its latest this policy meeting. The Dow gained 87 points, the Nasdaq lost 52, and the S&P 500 was down 17 points. The Federal Reserve says it doesn't plan on cutting interest rates until inflation eases. The country's key rate held steady Wednesday at 0.3%, a two-decade high. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says interest rates won't be slashed until inflation hits the bank's 2% target. The CEO of United Health Group says a data breach was caused by a lack of multi-factor authentication. The cyber attack happened back in February and involved Change Healthcare. During an hours-long congressional hearing Wednesday, the CEO told lawmakers that they still don't know how many patients and healthcare professionals were impacted. He also revealed the company paid a $22 million ransom to Russian-linked cyber criminals. And such temporary listings as a move to sell experiences, not just hotel alternatives. The San Francisco-based company calls these listings icons and plans to award them to lucky winners for free or under $100. That's your CBS Money Watch report for this Thursday morning. I'm Chanel Call, CBS News, New York. Well, next, and just like that, the Sex and the City unveils a legendary comedian who's joining the cast for season 3.
Introducing Dennis Black Psoriasis. He thinks his clingy red patches are all guilty.
Tesla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat black psoriasis. Tesla can help you get clear skin. Don't use Tesla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Tesla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people take Tesla in depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. For respiratory tract infection and headache can occur.
Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Tesla.
Chocolate with delicious caramel filling. Discover Ghirardelli caramel squares in a bag and a bar. Home.
We're extremely excited to go home and snuggle with him.
But the boys are in desperate need of treatment for a rare condition called spinal muscular atrophy. They lose the ability to breathe because their diaphragm loses. After the boys were born, and now it won't cover the life-saving gene therapy. The one-time infusion costs up to $2.5 million.
Oh, yo, Cypher.
And they deny that.
That hot tied out right now. Freaking we're about to get into this shit, man. This shit getting out of hand in colleges, man. They protesting. They're screaming, we stand with Palestine now. That's cool and all, but was y'all standing with Palestine when they did this? Shit, hold on. That's what I want to know. Where was y'all at when they did this shit? Where was y'all at when they did this? All you motherfuckers running around here talking about free Palestine, this, that, and the third. Where was y'all at when these motherfuckers did this? Right? Because if it was one of my kids that was over there, I ain't trying to hear none of you motherfuckers talking about. Nothing. Not one bit. Not one bit. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit you motherfuckers talking about. None of it. When they did this shit. Hold on. I'm gonna go to it. I'm just trying to find the right one.
Hi guys. Bill, you look great. Now that
You know what I'm saying?
I'm free from struggling with the mask and the hose.
Hold on.
Inspires a sleep apnea treatment.
Stay with me here.
Inside my body with a click of this button. Where you go? I'm going to get inspired.
Learn more at the important safety information at inspiresleep.com. Sis, I'm turning into a mom. Sweater bags. Oh,
Wait a minute. What was it? Was it?
Cherry almond lotion. Smooth. I'm so proud. I like my big baby butt.
When they was doing this shit,
Citrus body butter.
on their way to mass genocide. Yeah, I not thought all of it. When they was on their way to do this shit here. Huh? Where the hell y'all was at? Huh? Where y'all was at? When they rushed that motherfucking beach and killed 250 people. Huh? Where the fuck y'all was at then? Hold on. Hold on. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers. See, this world need a fucking reality check. See what I'm saying? Y'all trying to sweep shit under the rug and all this and all that. Where the fuck y'all was at? Because Israel didn't fly up in there and do that shit to y'all. Hell no. See, the thing about me is I ain't got no crazy sponsorship. So, they can't take my money away. Nah, I'm my own boss. I ain't got nothing that's gonna say it's gonna make the brand look. I gotta represent the brand, or I gotta dress a certain way that so the brand don't look bad. I ain't gotta do none of that shit. I ain't gotta do none of that shit. Okay, not one bit. I ain't gotta do none of that shit. And they took half these videos down of them running up, flying them motherfucking helicopters over there and shooting all them people at that fucking festival. Alright? This shit right here. This shit right here. See? This shit right here. Where the fuck was y'all was at then? Huh? Now don't get me wrong. Look. Don't even. Huh? Where the fuck y'all was at when they was over there doing this shit? Huh? Where y'all was at? Where the fuck y'all was at, man? But y'all want to go in these colleges fucking shit up. Huh? Where the fuck y'all was at when they did this? When they flew in and killed 250 people. Where the fuck y'all was at? So hell yeah, I'm gonna go in that bitch and tear that motherfucker up. I ain't trying to hear nothing. I don't want a peace talk. I don't want to do none of that. So we was minding our business. And you motherfuckers attacked us. And they coming from y'all country. Y'all country. Hamas is in Palestine. They coming from y'all fucking country. Why ain't they president putting them motherfuckers out or killing their ass? Huh? Where the fuck y'all was at, man? Huh? When they had the roads blocked off. Not only that,